What if I told you there's a farm animal that gives you meat and milk, costs less to feed than a cow, and can turn a profit on a small farm? Most small farmers are still pouring money into cattle without realizing that sheep, the right breeds, are quietly outperforming cows on profitability per square foot. Today, we're breaking down the 5 most profitable dual-purpose sheep breeds you can raise right now, breeds that produce both premium milk and high-value meat. And stay until breed number 3, because it might completely change how you think about your farm and the income it's capable of generating. Here's something the agricultural industry doesn't want you spending too much time thinking about. A cow needs 1.5 to 2 full acres per animal. It takes 18 to 24 months to reach market weight. The startup cost? Anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 before you see a single dollar back. Now here's the flip side. On those same 2 acres, you can run 5 to 8 sheep. They reach market weight in 5 to 7 months. And the dual-purpose breeds I'm covering today, they don't just give you meat. They produce some of the richest, most sought-after milk on the planet. Milk that artisan cheese makers, specialty yogurt producers, and boutique soap makers are paying a serious premium for right now. That's 2 income streams from one animal, on land you already own. Here's what we're covering today. The number 1 dairy sheep breed in the world, and why its milk is liquid gold. The low-maintenance workhorse that saves hundreds in shearing costs alone. The French breed with a marketing story that sells itself at any farmer's market. The fastest-to-market breed on this list, and why cash flow matters more than yield. And the criminally underrated sleeper breed sitting on top of a massive, untapped U.S. market that most farmers don't even know exists. If you're serious about making your land work harder, don't skip a single one of these. Let's get into it. Number 1. The East Friesian. If you want to turn grass into gold, this is where you start. The East Friesian is not just good. It is the highest producing dairy sheep breed in the entire world. That's not marketing. That's a fact backed by decades of commercial dairy operations across Europe and North America. A single East Friesian you can produce between 400 to 1,100 pounds of milk per lactation. Most other sheep breeds produce a fraction of that. We're talking about a completely different tier of animal. And the milk itself, we're looking at 6 to 10% butterfat content. For context, whole cow's milk sits around 3.5%. This milk is so dense, so rich, that it takes less of it to produce more cheese. That's not just a quality difference. That's a profit multiplier built into every gallon. Artisan cheeses like Manchego and Pecorino, made from sheep milk, regularly sell for $20 to $40 per pound at specialty markets and online. That same gallon of milk that retails for $15 to $20, it turns into $80 to $120 worth of aged cheese. Same raw material, completely different price point. Now, the East Friesian is not a set-it-and-forget-it animal. It performs best in temperate climates with quality forage. It's a bit more sensitive to heat and rough conditions compared to some of the breeds later on this list. You'll need consistent pasture management and regular care. But if you are building a sheep dairy operation, or you're in a state where raw sheep milk sales are legal and you want to capture that premium retail price, the East Friesian is your number 1 asset. Period. Stick around to the end of this video, because I'm going to break down exactly how to turn sheep milk into your highest margin product. The numbers are going to surprise you. Number 2, the Katahdin. This breed is a reason small farms stay profitable when everything else goes wrong. The Katahdin is not glamorous. It doesn't have a centuries-old European reputation or award-winning milk statistics. What it has is something far more valuable to most beginners and small-scale farmers. It's forgiving, resilient, and remarkably cheap to maintain. Let's start with the most obvious advantage. Katahdins are hair sheep, which means they shed their coats naturally. No shearing required. That might sound like a small thing, but on a flock of 20 to 30 sheep, you're saving $300 to $600 a year in shearing costs alone, year after year. That's pure margin you keep just by choosing the right breed. Then there's parasite resistance. Internal parasites, barber poleworm especially, are one of the biggest hidden costs in sheep farming. Medication, emergency vet visits, lost lambs. With Katahdins, their genetic resistance to these parasites is significantly stronger than most wool breeds. Less money out, more money in. On the meat side, Katahdin lamb is lean, mild-flavored, and highly marketable, even to people who've never bought lamb before in their lives. There's no strong gamey undertone that turns off first-time buyers. That gives you access to a much wider customer base at farmers markets and through direct-to-consumer sales. And Katahdins are prolific breeders. Twins and triplets are common. More lambs born means more lambs sold, and that's where your flock and your income grow at the same time. Dairy production is modest compared to the East Friesian, but for small-scale farm cheese, soap making, or supplementing lamb nutrition, it's absolutely workable. If you're brand new to sheep farming and you want to build profitability without getting buried in high-maintenance demands, start with Katahdins. They'll teach you the land, teach you the rhythms, and generate real income while you learn the operation. Now, breed number 3 is where things get really interesting, because this next one comes with a built-in marketing story that most farmers would pay thousands of dollars for. Stay with me. Number 3, the Lacaune. And this one surprises a lot of people. Say the name out loud. Lacaune. You may not recognize it, but I guarantee you've eaten the product it's famous for. Roquefort cheese. One of the most prestigious, most expensive, most recognized cheeses in the entire world. Made exclusively from the milk of Lacaune sheep. By French law, no other breed qualifies. That is your marketing story. Right there. Handed to you for free. Imagine standing at your farmer's market table and being able to say, this cheese was made from the same breed that produces Roquefort in France, the same breed that's been doing it for over 1,000 years. That's not just a product. That's an experience. That's a conversation. That's the reason someone picks your table over every other one at the market. And in direct-to-consumer sales, the story is often worth more than the product itself. Now let's talk performance. Lacaune ewes produce slightly less milk than East Friesians, but the milk composition is exceptional for cheese making, high in both protein and fat. Cheesemakers specifically seek this profile because it produces a more complex, flavorful curd. If you're selling to artisan food buyers, small batch creameries, or upscale restaurants, Lacaune milk commands a genuine premium. What really distinguishes a Lacaune from the East Friesian for many American farmers is climate adaptability. Lacaune's handle drier, more arid conditions significantly better. If you're in the Southwest, Texas Hill Country, California Central Valley, or anywhere with hot, dry summers, the East Friesian may struggle in conditions where the Lacaune thrives. On the meat side, well-muscled lambs with a quality carcass that fetches top dollar at specialty butchers and restaurant supply chains that serve high-end dining. The Lacaune is a breed for farmers who want to position themselves at the premium end of the market, not just selling a product, but selling a story the world already knows and already trusts. And we're only at number 3. Breed number 4 has the fastest cash flow turnaround on this entire list. And for most farms, cash flow is a number that actually determines whether you survive the year. Number 4, the Dorper. Fast lambs equal fast cash. And in farming, cash flow is survival. The Dorper was developed in South Africa with one primary goal: produce the most efficient, fastest-growing meat sheep possible in harsh, low-quality forage conditions. It succeeded on every count. Dorper lambs can reach market weight in as little as 3 to 4 months. That is faster than anything else on this list. And in small farming, speed to market is not just a convenience. It is a cash flow lifeline that determines whether you can pay your bills in month 6 without dipping into savings. Think about what that means in practice. While a beef cattle farmer waits 18 months for one paycheck per animal, a Dorper farmer can potentially run 2 to 3 lamb cycles per year from the same ewe. That's multiple income events from one breeding pair every 12 months, completely changing the financial rhythm of your operation. The feed efficiency is just as powerful. Dorpers are incredible foragers. They put on weight fast even on pasture that other breeds would find marginal. Lower feed costs, lower input costs, more profit margin per pound of lamb you sell. Like the Katahdin, hair sheep, no shearing. Heat tolerant, hardy in tough conditions. Built to thrive exactly where more delicate European breeds start to struggle. Dairy production is modest, but Dorper ewes are exceptional mothers. They produce enough milk to successfully raise multiple lambs at once, which directly impacts how many animals you can bring to market per cycle. And the demand for Dorper lamb is growing fast. The breed has exploded in popularity across the U.S. over the past decade, and direct-to-consumer demand, especially in warmer southern and western states, is outpacing supply in many regions right now. If your farm needs fast returns, low overhead, and a breed that performs in difficult conditions, the Dorper might be your single most profitable move per acre. Alright, we've saved the most underrated breed on this list for last. And I want you to really hear this next part, because most American farmers are completely sleeping on a market worth billions of dollars. Breed number 5 is a key to unlocking it. Number 5, the Awassi. And this one is criminally underrated in Western farming circles. This breed has been producing wealth for thousands of years. It's time North American farmers started paying attention. The Awassi originates in the Fertile Crescent. It is one of the oldest domesticated sheep breeds on Earth, selectively bred across millennia for one specific environment: hot, dry, unforgiving conditions with scarce water and unpredictable forage. Improved Awassi strains rival the East Friesian in milk production, with documented yields over 700 pounds per lactation in commercial operations. And the butterfat content ranks among the highest of any dairy sheep breed in the world. In Israel and Jordan, Awassi-based dairy operations are among the most commercially successful sheep enterprises on the planet. Now here's the part that should genuinely excite you if you're an American farmer paying attention. The halal meat market in the United States is growing rapidly. The American Muslim population is over 3.5 million and climbing. Halal-certified lamb is in serious, consistent, year-round demand. And the vast majority of conventional lamb producers are not marketing directly to this community at all. The Awassi has deep cultural significance in Muslim-majority communities across the Middle East, North Africa, and Central Asia. It is the sheep of that world. Marketing Awassi lamb as halal-certified, heritage breed lamb directly to Muslim families, halal butchers, and Middle Eastern restaurants is a virtually untapped, high-margin channel that most American farms aren't even considering. Add to that, Awassis are remarkably drought-resistant. They evolve for survival in conditions that would devastate most European breeds. If you farm in Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, or Southern California, this breed was literally bred for your climate. Dual income, underserved market, climate adapted, ancient reputation. The Awassi is the highest potential breed on this list for farmers who are willing to think differently about who their customer actually is. So let's do a quick side-by-side before we wrap up. If dairy is your primary income stream, East Friesian or Lacaune are your top picks. If you want low-maintenance profitability with fast market lambs, go Katahdin or Dorper. And if you want a breed that does both exceptionally well and gives you access to niche markets most farmers aren't even aware of, take a serious look at the Awassi. The best breed for you ultimately depends on your land, your climate, and your target market. But any one of these 5 puts you in a stronger financial position than the average cow operation on the same acreage, and most of them do it with less money and less labor. Now, before you go, here's what most farming channels skip over entirely: the math that actually matters. A gallon of raw sheep milk in the U.S. retails for around $15 to $20. That's the floor. Turn that same gallon into artisan cheese, and you're charging $25 to $40 per pound. That's a 3x to 5x multiplier on the exact same raw material. Same ewe, same pasture, completely different income. And the same principle applies to lamb. Direct-to-consumer sales, through farmers markets, CSA boxes, or even a simple Instagram presence, consistently return 30 to 50% more per pound than selling through an auction house or middleman. Small farms win by owning the relationship between the animal and the plate. Here's your practical starting roadmap. In year 1, start with 5 to 10 ewes of a hardy, low-maintenance breed, Katahdin or Dorper. Learn your land. Learn the rhythms. Build your first income stream from lamb sales and do it without overcomplicating the operation. In year 2, add 3 to 5 dairy ewes, East Friesian, Lacaune, or Awassi depending on your climate. Start building your secondary income stream from milk, artisan cheese, or value-added products that multiply your per-unit return. In year 3, with proven systems and consistent buyers, scale whichever product has the strongest margin in your specific market. That's when the real compounding starts. Scale slowly. Learn your land. Then scale fast. Now, if you've been sitting on the fence about whether sheep farming is actually worth the shift, let me be direct with you. The answer is yes, but only if you move. The farmers who got into dual-purpose sheep 5 years ago are not wondering if it works anymore. They're expanding. They're selling out at markets. They are building waiting lists for their lamb and their cheese. They locked in their local market positioning early, and that loyalty is incredibly hard to displace once it's established. Right now, in most U.S. markets, the supply of high-quality, locally raised sheep milk and lamb cannot keep up with demand. Specialty grocers want it. High-end restaurants want it. Artisan food buyers want it. The halal market is actively looking for reliable suppliers and finding very few. But here's the reality of agriculture. First movers win markets and keep them. Once a farm establishes a brand in a region, that customer loyalty becomes a moat. If you wait another year, there may already be someone else at your farmer's market with a Lacaune cheese and the Awassi halal lamb and the Dorper CSA box program and a 3-month waiting list. Don't be the farmer who watched someone else build the business you could have had. If this video helped you see what's actually possible on a small piece of land with the right breeds, do me one favor. Subscribe to Livestock Lab right now, and here's exactly why that matters to you. Next week, I'm dropping a full breakdown on how to start a sheep dairy operation from scratch with under $5,000, including the equipment, the breeds, the licensing pathway, and how to land your first paying customers. If you're not subscribed, you will miss it. And that is not a video I'm going to leave up for free indefinitely. We're also covering how to get your lamb halal certified and tap that market directly. The direct-to-consumer sales system small farms are using to double their per-pound margin, and the #1 mistake beginner sheep farmers make in year 1 and exactly how to avoid it. Every single week, Livestock Labs publishes practical, profit-focused livestock content built for farmers who are serious about making their land work. Hit subscribe. Hit the bell so you don't miss what's coming. And if this video gave you even one idea worth using, drop a comment below and tell me which breed surprised you most. I read every single one. Until next time, keep building.